Spain has received a massive boost ahead of the World Cup final, with teenage sensation Lamine Yamal cleared to face Argentina. Meanwhile, tension is brewing in the England camp as defender Marc Guéhi has openly questioned Thomas Tuchel's overly conservative tactical approach following their semi-final exit. In the transfer market, Olise has reportedly expressed a desire to leave Bayern Munich for Real Madrid this summer. And welcome to the latest football bulletin on the Offside news channel. Lamine Yamal declared fully fit for the final. The Spanish national team has received a monumental boost ahead of their highly anticipated 2026 World Cup final clash against Argentina, as young prodigy Lamine Yamal has been declared fully fit. Concerns arose among supporters after the 19-year-old was seen limping heavily following Spain's 2-0 semi-final triumph over France. However, joint medical evaluations by the Royal Spanish Football Federation, RFEF, and FIFA doctors confirmed that Yamal's ankle has escaped any serious structural damage. Manager Luis de la Fuente has confirmed he will have a full-strength squad at his disposal, including defender Pedro Porro, who has fully recovered and is ready to compete for the global crown. Guéhi criticizes Tuchel's tactical caution. England's agonizing 1-2 semi-final defeat to Argentina has triggered immediate internal friction within the Three Lions camp. Central defender Marc Guéhi has openly expressed his frustration, delivering a thinly veiled critique of manager Thomas Tuchel's pragmatic tactics. Guéhi argued that England should have maintained high pressing intensity to kill off the game rather than dropping into a deep defensive low block after taking an early lead. Captain Harry Kane echoed these sentiments, admitting the squad became far too passive under pressure. Despite the tactical backlash, the Football Association, FA, has reportedly maintained absolute faith in the German tactician, confirming he will remain at the helm to lead England's campaign for Euro 2028. Olise eyeing shock Real Madrid switch. Olise has reportedly expressed his desire to orchestrate a high-profile departure from Bayern Munich to join Real Madrid following France's semi-final exit. Reports from Foot Mercado suggest the 24-year-old winger believes this summer represents the perfect window to take the definitive leap in his career. However, Bayern Munich has no intention of parting with their star asset cheaply, slapped a €200 million price tag on the winger. With 3 years remaining on his current contract and the Bundesliga giants actively trying to negotiate an extension, Bayern has already begun scouting replacements, placing Paris Saint-Germain's Bradley Barcola high on their target list should they be forced to sell. Ibrahimovic backs Zidane for France success. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has backed Zinedine Zidane to make an immediate impact should he succeed Didier Deschamps as the head coach of the French national team. The former Swedish international pointed out that Zidane's extraordinary track record at Real Madrid makes him uniquely qualified for the role. Ibrahimovic argued that managing Les Blues would not pose a tactical issue given the immense balanced depth of talent in the French player pool. He concluded that Zidane's primary task would simply be managing the dressing room dynamics, uniting the squad's superstars, and building on the solid foundations established by Deschamps. Manu Kone emerges as high-priority target. Manu Kone has emerged as one of the most highly sought-after midfielders in Europe following a stellar breakout campaign with France at the World Cup. Reports from Football Italia state that AS Roma is prepared to cash in on the 25-year-old, placing a valuation exceeding £50 million on the player. After starting the tournament on the bench against Senegal, Kone rapidly established himself in the starting lineup, starting 4 consecutive matches and climbing ahead of both Aurélien Tchouaméni and N'Golo Kanté in the squad hierarchy. While Manchester United remains the frontrunner for his signature, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Atletico Madrid have all made formal inquiries regarding his availability. FA backs Tuchel through Euro 2028 campaign. The Football Association has definitively chosen to maintain absolute faith in manager Thomas Tuchel despite England's bitter 1-2 semi-final exit against Argentina. Renowned transfer expert Fabrizio Romano confirmed that the FA hierarchy has zero intention of executing a managerial change, guaranteeing that Tuchel will lead the Three Lions into the Euro 2028 qualification cycle. Although the German manager has faced intense domestic media scrutiny for deploying an overly defensive low block after taking the lead against the South Americans, the FA board views the country's consecutive run to the World Cup semi-finals as an overwhelming success, prioritizing structural stability over initiating a disruptive new managerial cycle. Tuchel's immediate focus now shifts to preparing his squad for a demanding third-place playoff against France. The real reason behind Mainoo's England omission, according to investigative reports from The Athletic, Kobbie Mainoo was initially slated to start alongside Elliot Anderson in midfield during training sessions ahead of the Ghana fixture, following a sudden dip in Declan Rice's physical condition and health. While camp insiders believed the Manchester United prodigy was on the verge of a breakthrough, manager Thomas Tuchel was reportedly left deeply unsatisfied with the teenager's overall integration. Reports indicate that Mainoo routinely cut an isolated figure, frequently being the first player to exit the stadium alone with headphones on, showing clear signs of detachment from the rest of the squad. This perceived lack of tactical synergy ultimately led the German strategist to overlook him for the entirety of the knockout stages. Mac Allister's pre-tournament skepticism goes viral. In the wake of England's semi-final exit, football fans have recirculated a notable interview from May featuring Alexis Mac Allister. When asked about England's prospects of winning the World Cup, the Liverpool midfielder simply responded by questioning whether pundits genuinely believed England had a realistic chance. Signaling his skepticism, while the comments initially drew heavy backlash from English fans, many have now walked back their criticism. Praising the 2022 World Cup winners' tactical foresight and accurate assessment of England's historical vulnerabilities under intense tournament pressure. Bellingham frustrated with Pickford's goalkeeping. Reports have emerged detailing Jude Bellingham's visible frustration during the semi-final as Enzo Fernandez's long-range effort beat Jordan Pickford. Upon viewing the replay on the stadium's giant screens, the Real Madrid star reportedly voiced his anger, suggesting the shot went down the center of the goal and that Pickford should have comfortably dealt with it. The emotional outburst highlighted Bellingham's immense frustration as England threw away their early lead. Despite the disappointment, the 23-year-old midfielder has enjoyed a spectacular individual tournament with 6 goals and must now rally his teammates for the third-place playoff against France. Martinez consoles estranged Mainoo after semi-final. Lisandro Martinez has drawn widespread praise for a classy display of sportsmanship directed toward Manchester United teammate Kobbie Mainoo following Argentina's 2-1 semi-final triumph over England. While the rest of the Argentine squad erupted into wild celebrations, the central defender immediately sought out Mainoo, who had just endured another grueling 90 minutes confined to the substitutes bench. The defensive stalwart shared an extended embrace and a lengthy conversation with the visibly disheartened midfielder. Mainoo remains the only one of the 7 midfielders called up by Thomas Tuchel who failed to register a single minute of game time during the tournament, prompting fans to praise Martinez for recognizing his club teammates' profound frustration. Camavinga rejects Manchester United interest. Eduardo Camavinga has firmly committed his long-term future to Real Madrid, dealing a decisive blow to Manchester United's summer transfer ambitions. despite the Premier League giants preparing a lucrative contract and a massive transfer offer. The French international views the Santiago Bernabéu as the ideal environment for his professional development. Following a challenging 2025-2026 campaign, the versatile 23-year-old is determined to secure his starting role under newly appointed Real Madrid manager José Mourinho. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United has not initiated formal club-to-club negotiations due to Camavinga's immediate and absolute rejection of the move. Gary Lineker labels Tuchel a German spy. Gary Lineker has sparked debate with a sarcastic post-match critique following England's 1-2 defeat to Argentina. The legendary striker joked that Thomas Tuchel performed like a German spy, mocking the tactical decisions that saw the Three Lions surrender their grip on a final spot. Lineker argued that England's decision to drop deep after Anthony Gordon's opening goal was a fatal mistake that allowed Argentina to dictate play. He was particularly critical of the defensive setup that allowed Lionel Messi excessive space on the right wing, enabling the Argentine captain to register 2 world-class assists for Enzo Fernandez and Lautaro Martinez to complete the comeback. Bellingham dismisses Messi altercation rumors. Jude Bellingham has broken his silence to address media speculation regarding a supposed heated confrontation with Lionel Messi during the England-Argentina semifinal. The Real Madrid midfielder firmly denied any personal animosity, stating that the media had heavily sensationalized a standard on-pitch exchange. Bellingham emphasized that physical and emotional intensity is completely normal in high-stakes matches and carries no personal weight once the final whistle blows. He went on to express his profound admiration for the Argentine captain, calling the opportunity to compete against the 39-year-old legend a memorable highlight of his career and wishing him success in the final. Fans demand VAR review on Martinez winner. A wave of controversy has erupted among England supporters regarding the build-up to Lautaro Martinez's match-winning goal. Social media has been flooded with claims that Lionel Messi fouled defender DJ Spence in the build-up to his decisive assist, leading many to question why VAR did not intervene to halt play. While several camera angles suggest minimal to no contact was made, the incident remains a major talking point. Following the match, Thomas Tuchel refused to scapegoat the officiating, choosing instead to take full responsibility for the defeat and admitting that England's psychological retreat was the primary catalyst for their downfall. Michael Olise shock Real Madrid switch. Michael Olise has reportedly expressed his desire to orchestrate a high-profile departure from Bayern Munich to join Real Madrid following France's semi-final exit. Reports from Foot Mercado suggest the 24-year-old winger believes this summer represents the perfect window to take the definitive leap in his career. However, Bayern Munich has no intention of parting with their star asset cheaply, slapped a €200 million price tag on the winger. With 3 years remaining on his current contract and the Bundesliga giants actively trying to negotiate an extension, Bayern has already begun scouting replacements, placing Paris Saint-Germain's Bradley Barcola high on their target list should they be forced to sell. Southgate link with USMNT role. Following the United States exit from the World Cup, Mauricio Pochettino's future as head coach of the USMNT is shrouded in uncertainty. With Gareth Southgate emerging as a leading candidate to take over, Pochettino's contract with USA is set to expire at the conclusion of the tournament. The Argentine strategist had previously been linked with the AC Milan job before the Italian giants ultimately appointed Ruben Amorim. Should Pochettino depart, Southgate could make his highly anticipated return to the dugout after a 2-year hiatus following his departure from England after Euro 2024. Over his celebrated 8-year tenure with the Three Lions, Southgate guided the nation to a World Cup semi-final and back-to-back Euro finals. And that wraps up your football breaking news for the past 24 hours. All the most exciting updates from the football world will be continuously updated on Offside News. Make sure hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.